One of the number one reasons why women struggle with dating and relationships today is that they choose men who are not ready for anything real. Ladies, there are lots of great relationship-ready men out here. However, you need to learn how to choose them. I wrote this book to teach you how to do just that. Get your copy of Choose Well, a simple formula to determine the best man for you on Amazon today.
Good morning. All right, I just want to jump on really quickly and answer a question that I actually got yesterday. And part of my answer is going to be related to a couple that I've been working with for the last maybe month. And it's all about, can you recover from a betrayal? And betrayals come in many different forms. I want you to understand that. Betrayal's going to come in a lot of different forms. And the number one thing I tell people about recovering from betrayal is you have to know yourself, right? You've got to know yourself. Too many people out here today don't. They don't really know themselves. They don't deeply know and understand themselves. And so that's why they go back and forth. They feel really torn. You know, they're like, this person, cheated on me, lied to me, had an emotional affair. I caught them texting someone else, like all these different forms of betrayal. They took money from me. There's lots of different forms of betrayal. And, that's one of the number one questions. Can I recover from this? Can our relationship recover from this? Can I get over it? And the number one thing I tell people is you have to know yourself, right? You have to know you. You have to know what is a true non-negotiable. And a lot of you don't. A lot of you don't. You waffle and waver about what a true non-negotiable is. And I cannot tell you how many women and men that I've worked with in my coaching business, and we make a list of non-negotiables, and they come back and lo and behold, they're dating someone from the non-negotiable list. Okay, then that's not a non-negotiable. Like a true deal breaker, a true non-negotiable is a no-go. You don't even have to think about it. You know yourself. You know who you are and how you are. But if you find yourself, dating someone from the non-negotiable list, either you don't know yourself or you're lying to yourself. So that's the first thing I tell people. Get to know yourself. So I'm going to use myself as an example. There are three things that if a man did, I can't be with him no more. Okay? I can't be with him no more. I can't get over it. I can't move past it. I can't heal from it. I can't apply grace to it. I know this about myself. And these three things, I tend to tell men what they are. Like, if we get into a committed relationship, I tell them. It's not a secret. If you do one of these three things, this relationship is over. And if I love you, if I'm in love with you, it's like cutting my left hand off. It's going to hurt a lot, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to take the sharpest knife in my drawer and I'm going to cut my left hand off. Because if you do these three things, we cannot recover. The relationship cannot recover. No amount of love, no amount of grace, no amount of forgiveness. And I'm going to forgive you. I'm going to forgive you. That's the secret to my beauty and my youth is I'm going to forgive you. I'm just not going to be with you. So you need to understand that. It's not an unforgiveness thing. It's not a grudge holding thing. It's not I'm angry and mad with you. No, it's none of that. I'm going to forgive you. I'm just not going to be with you no more. So you need to know yourself to that depth and degree. And a lot of people don't. A lot of people say, And look, a lot of people say, I wouldn't put up with that, and they put up with that. Like, a lot of people say, I don't want that, and then they accept that. You have got to know yourself, and a lot of you don't. A lot of you don't have a clue who you are. You don't have a clue what you're about. You don't have a clue as to where your lines are and your boundaries and all. You don't have a clue. You don't have a clue. And that's why you got all these questions in your mind, is because you don't know yourself. All right. I had a request to join, but V Soul 23, knowing yourself comes from healing, and healing comes with knowing yourself. Forgiveness is key. Agreed. So the 3 R's, this is what I teach in my practice, that if there is a possibility of recovery from betrayal, there must be 3 R's. That's what I teach in my practice. The first R is remorse. That person must truly, genuinely feel bad about what they've done. Like, you should see it all over them. You should see it in their countenance. They should feel horrible. They should feel truly guilty about what they've done. Remorse is the first R. The second R is repentance. Now, this is an old school biblical word that a lot of y'all don't have a clue what it means, okay? But repentance is necessary. Repentance is that state of, I'm never going to do this again. And I'm going to put up a whole lot of boundaries. I'm going to put up a whole lot of, things around myself or other people to ensure that this doesn't happen again. I am truly repentant, and I am moving and acting in such a way to show that I am repentant. So, for instance, if your lady cheated on you fellas and you find out about it and you want to try to make the relationship work, which y'all, if you know me, you know what I'm going to say about that. Okay? If your woman cheats on you, she does not respect you. And that's the number one thing I keep telling y'all. Stop putting up with disrespectful women. Stop accepting and tolerating disrespect from a woman. I myself don't believe that can be recovered, but that's my personal opinion. I tell every man who's ever been cheated on by a woman, just walk away. Like, just leave her alone. It ain't going to get better, because a level of respect has been lost. But that's me. Okay, do with that what you will. And it's funny because in some regards, I guess I would say I'm sexist. That I wouldn't necessarily tell a woman that unless that man was a type 2 cheater. I wouldn't necessarily tell a woman that. So I guess you could call me sexist, that my thoughts about women cheating on men is very different than my thoughts about men cheating on women. I also believe that women are resilient. We are emotionally resilient, and men are not. Men are not as emotionally resilient as women. But again, that's take that and do with that what you will. I think men play the get back game. And so they're going to get her back. They're going to do something. They're going to act out. They're going to do some protest behavior because they got cheated on. And in some regard, they're never really going to heal from it. They're never really going to get over it. So that's that. Back to the 3 R's. Okay. Good morning, Dr. Anita. It's always a pleasure seeing and hearing you. Your content is always great, but it's hard to focus on the issues because you're so damn beautiful. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Okay. So hello. So remember, type 1 versus type 2 cheating. You got to go over to my YouTube page and you got to check out the video because I can't get into it here. There are 2 types of cheaters and you need to know which one you got. Second R is repentant. We talked about that, what that means. And remember, repentance is not just, hey, I'm sorry, which is remorse. I feel horrible. I feel guilty. It is, what are you willing to do? What are you willing to do to ensure this is never going to happen again? That person needs to work on their character. That person needs to work on their morals, because cheating and forms of betrayal, it's a character flaw. It says more about the person doing it than it does about the partner. So when you hear people say, well, she wasn't sleeping with me, or he wasn't doing X, Y, and Z, he lost his job, or she wasn't sleeping. No, baby. It's you. It's your character that will allow you to cheat on another person. It's your character that will allow you to text other men or other women. It's your character that sees this type of behavior as an option. So let's get that straight. It is a symptom of something else that's going on inside of you and inside of the relationship. There's a lack of connection inside of the relationship. There's a character flaw inside of you. That's what needs to be addressed. That's what I address in my practice. I always tell people any form of betrayal, any form of cheating, that's not the actual problem. We're going to get to that. We're going to get to that. It's like having an internal bleed. We have to suppress that bleeding, and then we need to figure out why that bleeding happened. Okay, so in an acute sense, I'm going to treat the bleeding. I'm going to treat the betrayal, but then I'm going to dive deeper and figure out where that came from. So that's what you need to understand. So the second thing is repentance. Now look at this. If I say, well, now, I need to have access to your phone. Now I need to share location. Now I need you to come home straight after work. Now I need you to, if you get any pushback on any of that, just go on about your business. Just go on about your business. Just leave that person alone. Because see, that person is telling you, I'm not willing. I'm not going to do what's necessary to make this right. I'm not willing. Oh, hey, you got to, quit the job with the boss that you cheated on me with. You got to stop being friends with the girl that you texting. Like, if you set up boundaries and that person will not stay in those boundaries, just go on about your business. Because they telling you, like, I'm not truly repentant. I'm not willing to do what's necessary to ensure that this behavior won't continue. So just go on about your business. Just go on about your business, okay? The third R is repair. Now, some of the things I just spoke about is a part of that repair, right? Being willing to share the phone, giving access to that, giving access to Instagram, giving access to Facebook or TikTok, giving access to email, sharing locations, like all of these things are part of the repair. Getting on an intentional program to renew the connection. That's part of the repair. Okay. Calling before you leave work, calling, when you get to work. That's part of the repair. The repair is in what you're willing to do. It is an attitude you're willing to have toward making the connection deeper, stronger, repairing the connection. But those are the 3 R's. If any of them are missing, you are not going to get back to a healthy place. What many of you are doing, okay, you ready? What many of you are doing is you are coexisting in a relationship with a cheater. You are coexisting in a relationship with someone who's betrayed you in some way. And nothing about your relationship is real. You're just in it. I'm in it. I'm legally married to this person. I'm living with this person. I have children with this person. I don't trust this person as far as I can throw them. Let's be honest. I don't trust them like that. They don't feel safe to me. There's no deep abiding love. There's no connection. There's no friendship. We're just in it. And y'all know how I feel about those type of relationships. No, thank you. I am much happier, much more fulfilled being on my own than being in a relationship like that. I'm not interested in that at all. I don't even understand it. But a large majority of people in our world, like, that is their relationship. That is their relationship. I have a relationship. I have a man. I have a woman. I live with my man. I live with my woman. I'm married, right? But there is nothing intimate about it. There's nothing close or connected about it. There's nothing safe about it. There's nothing loving or warm or exciting about it. Like, I'm good. I'm good. I don't want anything to do with that. So when people say, well, why don't you have a man? Why aren't you married? Why? Because my standard to have a man to have a male, to have a divine masculine man in my life all the time, married to him. My standard is here. And you all are thinking it's about money, it's about looks, it's about height. No, it's about consciousness. It's about spirituality. It's about being connected to the Creator and being obedient to the Creator. My standard's here. And so in a fallen world right now, right, this seems impossible. And that's why I have to stay connected to God, because God can make this happen. God can make this happen. I can't do it in my own strength, especially today, because the world done gone plumb crazy. Right? You got lots of men. Tons of men. Billions of men. But the level of consciousness is here or here. The level of spirituality is, see, you can't even see my hand. It's down here. Okay? The divine masculine is down here. Right? I actually want to be a servant leader is you can't even see my hand. Okay? Those men are few and far between, and God can make it happen. God can make the introduction. Okay? Not a perfect man, but a man who's like, I want to be that guy. And what can I do every day to get a little closer to being that guy? That's my guy. Okay? But, I'm good. Like, I keep telling y'all that. Y'all keep checking in on me. Like, yeah, I want to, I need to introduce you to this and that. No. Like, remember this. Okay? But you need the 3 R's. Now, here's the last thing I'm going to tell you. Sometimes the 3 R's cannot make it right. And this is the couple that I've been working with for about a month. The man had been cheated on by the woman. And, it was a very, I admit, it was a very, there was, I don't even know how to explain it. If I were to put her in a category, I would say, she's leaning on type 2 cheating because of her attachment style, right? So she has this disorganized, fearful, avoidant attachment style, which means, she can be very impulsive. She can, say one thing and do another, be hot and cold, so she got caught up in this situation with the person that she cheated with. And the guy, he kind of saw it coming. He saw the situation coming. And so they had a conversation before she went out with a group of friends. And he was like, hey, don't be alone with this person. Don't be alone with this guy because, I know y'all are friends, but I sense something else can pop off. So the guy kind of had an inkling that this was going to happen. And sure enough, it did. So he can't recover. Like yesterday, he finally admitted, I can't recover from this. Our relationship cannot recover from this. And I applauded him. As hard as it was for her to hear, as hard as it was, I think, for him to say, I applauded his courage. I applauded his honesty. And he told me, he's like, I've been thinking about this for months. I did exactly what you instructed. I did the pros and cons list. We've tried all 3 R's. Like, we've done all the things. And I just don't think I can ever trust her again. I applaud him because it's like he finally knew himself. He finally discovered who he really was in that moment. And he said it, I can't abandon myself. I can't abandon myself. If I stay in this marriage, if I stay with this woman, I will be abandoning myself. He said, and I don't think 6 months from now or a year from now, I'm going to feel any different. I feel utterly betrayed. I don't trust this person. I don't know if I ever will trust this person. So the lesson for her, and here's the lesson for some of you. This is a hard lesson that I've had many people have to learn. And there have been men that I've dated that had to learn it. Some people are once in a lifetime people. Some people come into your life. There is no one else ever again like them. Some people are once in a lifetime people. You have to handle them very carefully. It's like a delicate china glass figurine. You can't juggle them. You can't throw them back and forth. You can't keep them anywhere. Because if it falls, if it hits the ground, it's going to shatter into a million pieces, and there's no putting it back together. But some people are like that. They're once in a lifetime people. So me personally, that's why I don't cheat, because I've never cheated on a man. Because in my mind, number one, I've been cheated on. I don't like how it feels. And, to me, it's the ultimate betrayal. Number two, I walk into every relationship with every man I'm with, respecting him. I give him a base level of respect. And based on how he acts in that relationship, that respect goes up or down. Okay. So that's just not in me. It's not in me to cheat on a man. It's not in me, because I just respect people. Everybody gets a base level of respect until however you act, and then it goes up or it goes down. But even when the respect wanes, I leave you alone because I respect myself. So that's the biggest reason why I don't cheat. I respect myself. I'm a person of integrity. I'm a person of high moral character. And I'm very proud of that. I tell people all the time, I love being the bigger person. Y'all have heard me say it here. I love being the bigger person. This whole petty and all this stuff that y'all petty LaBelle and all this other stuff, I don't get off on that. I get off on being the bigger and better person and leaving you alone. And that's the memory that's burned in your brain for the rest of your life. God darn, Anita didn't get me back. Anita didn't cheat on me back. Anita didn't do this. Nope. Anita left me alone. And you never forget that. You never forget that I never, protested back. I never came for you. There was no vengeance. Because look, God say vengeance is mine. So I leave it up to him. If anything gonna pop off, it's gonna be up to God. I leave you clean alone. John_Hernandez_153 says, too many things in this world have become normalized, and media and social media platforms created a culture by people pushing them boundaries, and the culture that didn't speak up let it infect everyone. I agree. I think the people who don't speak out are just as guilty as the people doing it. 100%. That's why y'all see my mouth moving. Y'all see my mouth moving. I get a lot of flack for my mouth moving, and I'm like, you're not going to shut me up. Because like I said, to me, the people who don't speak up, they're just as bad as the people doing this stuff. People have to speak up. You have to speak up and speak out about it. You can't be afraid. So, no, I'm not the cheating type. That's just not in my nature, right? And I am a truly, old school feminine woman. I can't, have sex with multiple men and all. Ugh, I told y'all how I feel about bodily fluids is nasty. So it's bad enough I'm sleeping with you. And now I'm supposed to go out here and sleep with somebody else too? Gross. I can't do it. He said, if you spoke up, you're looked at as the outcast. Well, that's me, baby. That's the black sheep. Some people can't change. I had to leave one of those cheated on relationships because she couldn't change. Lots of pain. That's me, though. That's me. I proudly wear the black sheep. I proudly wear that logo. I proudly wear that logo. I'm okay. I'm good. So, and honestly, can I be honest? I don't know if I can be anything else. Like, I've come to terms with that over all these years. I don't know if I can be anything else other than this. So I think I'm just going to be this. So, yeah. But no, gentlemen, call that sexist. If a woman cheats on you, you might need to go about your business. And y'all keep talking about, we got kids and we married and we got this and we got that. You setting yourself up. You setting yourself up for heartache. You are. When a woman will allow another man to enter her, when a woman will, text another man that she love him and she want him to do X, Y, and Z, that's not good. That's a level of respect that you have officially lost. And look, she ain't afraid of losing you. That's a big part of what it's saying. I'm not afraid of you. I'm not afraid of you going anywhere. You're not going anywhere. Or, oh, maybe I am trying to replace you. That's another thing y'all need to realize. A lot of women who cheat, they're looking to leave you. They're looking to level up. They're looking for somebody better than you. So why would you stay with that person knowing good and well they're looking to replace you? Like, that don't make no sense. So no. Right, because if we speak out, we in the wrong for letting people in our business. Yeah, I'm just, like I said, I don't know what else to be. This is all I know how to be, so I got to be me. But I just wanted to give y'all this brief lesson. If you're in a relationship or a situationship and you've experienced betrayal and you have that number one question, should I leave? Yeah, can it be repaired? Can I recover from this betrayal? Okay, the 3 R's have to be present. And then you have to know yourself. Because, like I said, 3 things. I tell men, these 3 things will get you left. And my husband did one of those 3 things and it got him left. There was no coming back from it. None. There's no coming back. And, for a year, he went back and forth, and I never wavered. Like I said, the day I put him out of our house, that was the last day that man, touched me, touched my body. That was it. Never went back, never thought about, oh, well, maybe we'll sleep. No, don't want you touching me anymore. Don't want you anywhere near me anymore. Never. And look, I never even smile around him. That was the last day that he saw a smile directed at him. That was the last day. That was 21, 22 years ago. That was the last time he saw my smile directed at him. He seen me smile at other people. He seen me smile at my children. But as soon as he comes in my vision, I don't smile. I don't smile. I sure don't. It's a complacent repeating cycle that has occurred since biblical times. Agreed. So, I'm good. I'm good. And as I said, if God don't give me another husband, if he don't give me another man, it's okay. It's okay. It is perfectly okay. I don't think that's the case, but even if it was, I cannot remain with a type 2 cheater. I cannot remain with a man that does not cherish me. I cannot remain with a man that does not respect me. I don't want any parts of that. I don't want to be in a fake, phony, we're just coexisting relationship. I'd rather be ecstatically happy by myself. He says he learned to respect. Oh, he did. He did. Willers 337. Oh, he did to this day. And look, he's on his 4th wife, and all the wives say, John doesn't like you, but he respects you. Like, they all say that. He doesn't like you, but he respects you. He respects you. You're the one wife that he know not to F with. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. So, yeah. And it's sad that it took that to get that respect. It shouldn't have come to that. Okay? It shouldn't have come to that. But to the ladies, you need to determine if you have a type 1 or a type 2 cheater. That's how you're going to determine if you're going to use these 3 R's. And then you just have to truly know yourself. Because for some people, they can't move past it. They can't get over it. That person is ruined to them, and the relationship is ruined. So really ask yourself that. Really go dive deep into your psyche and stop, saying, well, I want it to continue. I don't want the marriage to end, or I don't want to be inconvenienced, or I don't want anything to change in my life. No, go deeper than that. Because yes, you could stay in the marriage, you could stay in the relationship, but it's not real. You're in a relationship with someone you don't trust. You're in a relationship with someone that you fear cheating on you again. Like, that's not fun. Nothing about that feels good. I couldn't get up in the morning, every time my husband left the house, or every time I see him on his phone, I'm like, what is he doing? Who is he talking to? I can't do it. I can't do it. Y'all, I have not looked in a man's phone since I was married. That was 22 years ago. And I've dated 2 men seriously since then. Never look, because I swore my hand to God, I will never look in another man's phone to figure out what he's doing on me. Never. I don't want to live like that. If I even have an inkling that you are doing something on me that you don't have no business, baby, we good. We good. And look, I'm going to come home and say, yeah, I'm good. And you're going to be all kind of confused. Well, what's happening? No, you know what's happening. You know what it is. And then Anita's going to go about her business. You will find what you're looking for. Exactly. That's why I don't do it. If there is no trust, what are we doing? Exactly. It's a horrible, horrible feeling to lay next to someone and be married to someone you don't trust, that you don't feel safe with. It's horrible. So no, I would not recommend it. I would not recommend it. Okay. But see, y'all want to put love above trust. Y'all want to put love above respect and self-respect and dignity. Well, we love him. I love her. Our love. No, baby. No. Mm-mm. You need respect. You need self-respect and dignity and trust and safety, emotional safety. But y'all love to put love ahead of all of that. So, okay, you will suffer. You will suffer. And that just is what it is. And you will be in a, dead end, going nowhere, disconnected relationship. So that works for you. It don't work for me. I'm good. All right. That was a lesson. I hope that you all took what you needed from it. Remember, you can always reach out to me via email at info@betterlovemovement.com. You can leave a comment under this video. If you are watching this on YouTube, please give it a like, give it a thumbs up, because I got to get back into the algorithm. YouTube has changed its algorithm completely. And unless you have searchable content, once you stop making content, you fall off the algorithm map. So now I got to get back into the algorithm, but just subscribe to the channel, like this video. I will be making a few more videos before I go about my business, because remember, on the 15th, I'm going to go about my business, but make a few more videos about school. School is coming in January. I'll make a few more videos about school and what we're going to talk about in school and how you can become a part of school. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you all. I love you. Have a wonderful day. And as always, stay open to love.